Good evening, dear students.
Good evening, Anurag. Ma'am, shall we start, madam? Sir has joined.
Yeah, sir has joined. Guru Prasad, sir?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, can we start it, sir?
Yeah, ma'am. Sure.
Thanks a lot. Okay. Raymond, sir?
Okay, sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, good evening, one and all. Present here, I am Raymond Siddhappa Mathirdi, Assistant Professor of Department of Civil Engineering, SVCE, Bengaluru. I welcome today's speaker, Professor Guru Prasad Vaike, SVCE, Bengaluru, for being here to deliver the session on Business Model Canvas, organized by Institute Innovation Council, SVCE, Bengaluru. I welcome our chairman, Shri V. Muniappa sir, our CED, Dr. Shashidhar Muniappa sir, and the respected principal, Dr. Nageshwara Gupta sir, for this webinar. I also welcome deans, registrar, and HODs of all departments and my faculty friends for this webinar. And my hearty welcome to all the participants from different institutions who are taking part in this webinar. Finally, I also welcome all my student friends who are taking part in this webinar. Welcome you all. Now I request Professor Swapna CH to introduce today's speaker.
Nirmala Madam.
Swapna ma'am.
Nirmala Madam.
Raymond, sir?
Okay, I request Dr. Nirmala Gupta ma'am to introduce today's speaker, Guru Prasad Vaike sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So first of all, I would like to welcome all of you for today's session online workshop on business model canvas. So we are happy to be gathered once again for another activity from IIC Cell SVCE. And it's my privilege to introduce our today's speaker, Professor Guru Prasad Vaike. So Guru Prasad Vaike sir is pursuing his PhD in VTU on the research topic delay tolerant communication across autonomous vehicles for traffic load balancing. And sir has completed his Masters of Technology in Computer Network Engineering as a specialization from VTU, Belgaum. And sir has completed Bachelor of Engineering in Information Science and Engineering stream again by VTU, Belgaum. So Guru Prasad sir has got experience of assistant professor as well as the master trainer in the R&D center, which is our QRights department. And he has got more than 6.5, 7 years of experience in both the areas as an assistant professor and master trainer for design thinking and other applications. And Guru Prasad sir has got even the patent published. And he got a lot of awards and achievements to his credit. So he has won a Class C award and got a cash prize in the task-based training challenge in the embedded systems and robotics hands-on experiments on the Firebird V robot conducted by the eYantra Robotics Lab, IIT Bombay. And sir has also got a best paper award for the paper entitled called as Peltier-based low-cost AC in the National Conference on Image Processing Computing, Communication and Networking Data Analytics in association with IEEE Bengaluru section in 2019. And sir has got a very good experience and vast knowledge in the software development process also, because he got the credit of developing a mobile application named called as SVCE Food Court app, which is in a real-time implementation, and it's a very useful application to all the students to order their choice-based food. And it also helps the food vendor to know the orders in advance so that he can prepare as per the count to avoid unnecessary food wastage. And he too have a credit of the software development in terms of question paper distribution and question paper generation software, which is called as QPDS, which is being designed and developed by our own people. So one of the person is Guru Prasad sir. And they have been implemented this software in implemented for the different schools and departments of Galgotia University. And he got even an credit of online compiler for the lab And he got even the application software designed and developed in terms of e-commerce, marketing websites, mobile application developments for visually impaired person to navigate the blind person to specified destination. And he too have a lot of credit in terms of publications of conferences, various conference papers published, and journal papers also. And he had been attended a lot of workshops, conducted workshops as a trainer, and he got a lot of achievements in terms of getting very good results everywhere. And he worked as a outcome-based education trainer, and he too have the credit of a lot of online certifications into his profile. And sir has got a very vast experience in design thinking, as I mentioned, design thinking, critical thinking, innovation design, and he too have conducted a lot of outreach activities in these perspectives. So we are very much happy and delighted to have Guru Prasad sir as today's speaker for the day, for the event, as a workshop on business model canvas from IIC Cell SVCE. So we would like to welcome you once again, sir. And this is a brief profile what I have been listed and given you all on our today's speaker. So thank you very much for providing me to introduce the speaker for today's event. So over to Revant Siddhappa sir.
Thank you, madam, for the wonderful introduction about the speaker. Now I request Professor Guru Prasad sir to deliver the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. First and foremost, I just wanted to thankful for the management and the principal, sir, and especially Dr. Nirmala ma'am for giving me this opportunity to deliver a session on business model canvas. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderful introduction.
Thank you very much, sir.
So shall we start the session?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir. By all means.
Fine. So I'll just present my slide. So is it visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, fine. So basically, I just don't want to take up dry theory aspects. First, I just wanted to interact with the audience before moving on to the topic. So who all wants to be, I guess everyone know how to interact. I mean, you can raise your hand for my query. How many of you want to become an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur, the owner of a company, you want to run a business? Yes. Okay. Good. I'm getting a good number of response. Arshita, okay. Nirmala ma'am, Satya sir, Dhruva, Kumar. Any other? Okay, Smita. Okay. Liket, Sriram. Fine. Yes. Punima. Okay, fine. See, I just wanted to tell you today, at least by the end of the session, so all the entrepreneurs who want to become an entrepreneur, okay, so they wish to become an entrepreneur, at least they can be a useful model, a useful thing, so which will helpful for those entrepreneurs to become a successful entrepreneur. See, without a business model, with a business model, I'm not telling that without a business model also there are few people who have succeeded in their entrepreneurship, but most of them, 90%, I can say 90% who followed the business model will be having a successful entrepreneurship down the line after 5 years or 10 years, because it is a systematic way. Correct. So before starting this business model canvas, I just wanted to tell you what is this business model canvas. First, you want to know what is the topic all about. See, business model canvas it is a business tool used to visualize all the building blocks when you want to start a business, which includes a customer, a market, a value proportion, and the finance. All the aspects in your mind. See, every entrepreneur will be having a wish to become an entrepreneur. Yes, every individual will be having a wish. Yes, I want to become an entrepreneur. Yes, I want to become an entrepreneur. But the thing is, there is no much opportunity, like there is no much what awareness how to become a successful entrepreneur. You may think it's all basic theory, it will not applicable in the real time. No, it will be applicable in the real time if you exactly follow the business model. Okay, so for the session, for this what 1.5 hour or 1 hour session will be together. So we'll be talking about the business model canvas and those examples and the group workshop and the presentation and the discussion. So this is my agenda for that day. Okay. So what exactly, before going to the business model canvas, what is this business model? Business model. Business, you know that. Okay. You want to earn a revenue, you want to earn a profit. Yes, nobody will be saying, yes, I want to do a business with a loss. Nobody will say this, right? Nobody will be saying in this in their dreams also. I should start a business where I will be getting, if I spend 1 rupee, I should get 100 bucks. Yes, right? You will be having such intention, right? Okay. So everyone are seeing the success of Ambani. Everyone are seeing the success of Bill Gates. Everyone are seeing the success of the successful entrepreneur. But behind the scenes, there are a lot of effort. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of manpower. Work together, be together to become a successful entrepreneur. A business model describes the rationale of how an organization creates, delivers, and captures the value. A business model, how an organization, if you start some organization, how it creates and delivers, okay, and captures the value. In the further slides, you will be saying what exactly the business model and what exactly the business model canvas. So this picture, it is a business model wherein your product has been delivered to the customer and capture the value. The first step, organization, you are starting some organization, you are creating some organization. Basic thing, I'm just taking a lemon juice, lemonade. I'm just taking a lemon juice. I'm creating as an entrepreneur. I'm giving a service. I'm delivering to the customer. Customer sip of it. You are pricing something, and based on the customer satisfaction, customer review, and you can capture the value. Immediately you can't say into the market, okay, I can't say, yes, my lemon juice is price of 50 rupees. Nobody will buy that. Okay. If it is quality oriented and quantity oriented, okay, if the customer is addicted to your product, then whatever price you are pricing, he or she will be taking. Correct? Say for example, it is a simple example, lemonade I am taking. One different example, iPhone, you can take it. He has created a brand. He has delivered to the people, I mean the customer. Customer have used that. Even if he is pricing it for 1.5 lakh also, people are buying it. Why they are buying it? Based on the quality and the performance and the customer relationship, everything includes, right? So this business model includes the 9 steps, okay, followed successively. In the presentation you will be seeing what are those 9 steps to follow to become a successful entrepreneur or the successful businessman. Okay, now what is this business model canvas? So as I've stated in the beginning itself, it is a business tool used to visualize all the building blocks when you want to start a business. See, you need to think of the profit, you need to think of the loss, you need to think of the customers, you need to think of the rivalries, you need to think of the value proportion, you need to think of the market, you need to think of the finance, you need to think of the manpower, which includes everything, which includes to start a business, that is business model canvas. It is a simple tool. Okay, if you incorporate in your business before starting your business, then definitely you will be a successful entrepreneur. What are those steps? What are those steps to become a successful entrepreneur? So there are tools to create or to analyze the business models. What are those tools? You can easily build those business models. See, one can follow one model. I am not saying the 9 building blocks which I am going to say in the next successive presentation, that is freezed out for every business. I am not saying like that. You can create your own business model. You can have your own business model. You can have your own business strategies. But analyzing and updating your existing business model is very important. Say for example, I am selling one pani puri. I have a stall of pani puri. I have priced it for 20 bucks. The same rivalry, I mean the same shop next to me is pricing for 15 bucks. But you should not miss your business. How? You should follow the business model wherein you are good enough to give the quality and the quantity for your value proposition. Whatever you are pricing for that value proposition, you need to sell your pani puri. Correct? So now let's see what are the 9 building blocks. It is not a predefined one. Like you can have your own building block. Building model canvas, it is having a 9 building blocks wherein it is improvising your business. It is improvising your business to get a good number of profit down the line. I mean the next 2 years or 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. No business will be getting immediate profit. Then you need to think of that business will be not appearing in the market for a long run. If the business is getting after 3 years, if any business is getting a profit after few years, after 3 to 5 years, then your business is proper, in a proper channel, it is reaching the customer and you are getting the revenue properly. It will be in a long run. What are those long run building blocks of a business model canvas? First step is customer segments. Correct? Customer segment. What is this customer segment? Which customer are using your service? You need to identify which customer you are using and which customer, for which users are you serving, and which jobs do they really want to get done. Say for example, in your environment, Don't mind that. I'm always taking a pani puri. I like pani puri, so I'm taking pani puri only. So if you like pani puri, you will never have sweets. I mean, if you have a mindset of having pani puri, then you will be not having a mindset to have a sweets at that time. And say, for example, if any person is expecting OnePlus phone or an iPhone, if you are giving him a Redmi higher version also, he'll be not satisfied. And if someone is expecting the Windows laptop, if you are giving a higher end MacBook also, if you are developing a higher end MacBook and if you are giving him, if you are selling him, it's of no use. Correct? You need to identify the customer segment. Will my product will be served for the good number of customers? Yes, you need to identify the very first topic. The very first step, customer segments. Which customer and users are you serving? I can't teach engineering in Kannada for English students, English background student. I can't teach in English for a Kannada background students. Correct? If I'm doing this, it is a wrong business. I can say I am teaching, I'm teaching, I'm teaching. It is a wrong way of business, because what you are serving and for whom you are serving, and will they are really getting that work done, you need to identify that. Correct? So the next block, I mean the next step is value proposition. Value proposition. Say for example, if you are pricing your product, for worthless, like I mean, say for example, if you are offering them 100 bucks, pani puri for 100 bucks, will they come? Yes? No, right? So what are you offering them, and what is that getting for them, and do they care? Say for example, even though if you are they are the users to take iPhone, even if you are pricing for 10,000 also, they are not coming up to buy that phone also. Okay, so value proposition is very important. Many of the individuals will be neglecting the product, even though if it is good also, if it is not worth, if it is not value proportionate, then they will not buy. Then you will lose your business. First thing, customer segment. You are choosing your customer. Second thing, what are you offering them? Yes, sir. One individual, one of my friend needs pani puri. Yes, I am serving pani puri, but I am serving for 100 bucks. You lose your business. Got my point? Next step. What are the channels? How does each customer segment want to reach, through which interaction points? Say for example, Amazon is also serving the e-commerce. Flipkart is also e-commerce. Snapdeal is also e-commerce. How many of you will go with Amazon and Flipkart? How many of you will go apart from Amazon and Flipkart? I just wanted to know. First question, if you will go with Amazon, how many of you will go with Amazon? How many of you will go with Flipkart? How many? No.
Sir, you can ask them to raise the hand, sir. Otherwise, it will not be. They will not know what is to be answered.
Okay, sir. I'll just ask. So, how many want any product in Amazon? Dhruva Kumar, Ashila, Sunil, yes, Ajit,
Sir, I go with
okay, Ash. Oh. So people there are many people. Then lower your hand. How many of you want to buy any product in only one? You can raise your hand. Ravinder, okay. Dhruva Kumar, okay. Now I say, how many of you say there is a wonderful product? Okay, there is a wonderful product. How many of you want to buy from XYZ? There's a wonderful product. How many of you want to buy from a XYZ e-commerce? Why you are not doing that? Because it is not trustworthy. Okay, Naveen Kumar sir, even if it is not trustworthy also, sir is okay, fine. So it is, say for example, that is the trust. Yes, I trust Amazon and Flipkart. Say for example, I don't know how many of you know this. In previous days, Flipkart used to deliver the product using Blue Dart and Shadowfax, Ecom Express, any other channels. Okay, so there they got a bad reviews on delivery options. So they started their own logistic, e-cart logistic, wherein the proper channelization happened from the vendor to the customer. Correct? So they have their own channels for the proper channelization from vendor to the customer. Then there is a trust, and they started to buy more products. One good example, it's mine. So I'm purchasing the products since from 5 to 6 years, even beyond that, almost 6-7 years. But the thing is, there past 6-7 years, the channels was somewhat limited, and somewhat some features was limited. Wherein now each and every point, each and every transit will be getting a message. Shipping transit, delivered to the host, delivered to the warehouse, delivered to the center, nearest center, and out of delivery, everything will be getting. If we are getting the proper channelization, then customer will automatically like your product for your service. Okay, so you can say, yes sir, I've taken a good segment, customer segment. Yes, I have given a value proposition, proper value proposition. I have not used channels, then you will lose your business. Got my point? Hope you got to my point. The next building block is a customer relationship. So what is this customer relationship? After you deliver some products to the customer, you are asking about the feedback. You are asking about the usage. You are asking about the feedback of the vendor, feedback of the product. Is it worthful? Star rating and all. And even though if he or she is having any damage with respect to the product, how we are rectifying that? How we are giving justification for the customer? Once you are delivering the product, it's not an end. Customer relationship in a business model, you need to have a customer relationship so that you will be having a good rapport with the customer. In the whole universe, mouth to mouth advertisement is very much top rated advertisement. wherein one customer is satisfied, I'll be telling for 10 friends of mine. Those 10 will be telling those 10 into 10, 100 into 10,000. So this is a chain of blocks if you have a wonderful customer relationship. Next building blocks is revenue streams. What are the customers really willing to pay for? And how? And are you generating transactional or recurring revenues? Say for example, if you are selling one good product, Redmi phone for 10K, then what are the options for that Redmi phone? If he or she is satisfied with the Redmi phone, you can sell Redmi watch, which is an accessory for a mobile, Redmi headphones, Redmi wireless headphones, okay, anything, any accessories in the name of, say for example, you are pricing for 10K the phone. If the customer is satisfied with the phone, then he or she will definitely choose your Redmi watch as an accessory. Then recurring revenue should happen. You should not stop there. Correct? The next building blocks, key resource. What are the resources underpin your business model? Which assets are essential? What are the key resources? Say for example, any of your product wrapping. What are the resources required? So stickers, billing aspects, and spare parts. What are the key resources underpin your business model? Say for example, if I am starting a business model of lemonade juice center, what are my key resources? I need a lemon, I need a sugar, I need a water, I need a proper ice cubes and all. Okay, let me see in the examples. So I'll be giving a class assessment in the following slides. There you will be seeing what are the exact key resources for any business model. Correct? Next point, key activities. So this is a crucial thing. This is a crucial thing of your business. So what are the activities? You need to have a log. You need to have a log where you have purchased the key resources, where you have assembled, where you have given, what channel you have taken, how the customer relationship is working, what are the logs and what are the feedback come the customer, all the activities you need to have. So what are the activities do you need to perform? See, for the time being, you will be not knowing what exactly these building blocks. I am saying from the beginning, building blocks, you will be not much clear. Once you take the example, once I take the example, I will demonstrate the example. You will be knowing what is actual key activities, what is actual key resources, what is actual revenue streams, what is actual proper channels. Correct? Next, what are the key partners? Which partners and suppliers leverage your model? Say for example, you all alone can't do a business. I mean, the key resources you will be in a need from someone, from some vendors. Say for example, lemon you need, ice cube you need. Who are the partners who is helping your business? Yes, you are doing a business. You are doing a business model. But what are the key partners? What do you need to rely on? So you need to rely on the electricity. You need to rely on the water. You need to rely on the lemons. You need to rely on the shop. You need to rely on everything. What are the key partners? Then, while coming to the cost structure, next building block is cost structure. What is the resulting cost structure which involves the key partners, key activities, customer relation, channels, products, revenue streams, everything. which key elements drive your cost. You need to have cost, right? You need to have a 20 rupees, 20 bucks for a lemon juice. So what are the key factors which influence the cost? Everything. Okay, all the thing. Yes, I paid something for lemon vendor. I paid something for some price for water. I have paid some price for ice cubes. Everything. Okay, I have paid a few amount for manpower. So this is a cost structure. So this completes your business model canvas. I am not mandating to you to follow the same model. This is a business model canvas followed by some few entrepreneurs. You can have your own business model. You can define your own business model, but the same meaning or the same proper thing you will be involving in all the business. Okay. So I'll just give 2 minutes of time. Okay. Not 2 minutes. I'll just give 3 minutes of time. You just think of your business and just name what are the things you want. See, first you scratch your head. I'll just give you example. Then you will be understanding much more better than with an empty head. You take one business model. I am taking one Pani Puri model. What is my customer segment? What is my relationship? What is my channels? What is my revenue streams? What is my value proposition? What is my key activities? What are the key resources? What is my cost structure? What is the key partners? Okay, I'll just give only 2 to 3 minutes. Later on, you can unmute yourself and you can talk about. It's open for everyone, even for my colleagues also. You can tell your wish, you can tell your business wish and tell all the activities. Fine? Is that fine? I'll just give 2 to 3 minutes. It is 6:14 now. I'll just ask with 6:70. Last minute. Yeah, it's time now. It's of your own choice. I'll not point out anyone. Yeah. Somebody wants to speak, you can unmute yourself and you can speak. Yes, if you want to, if you want to express your wish. Anyone? Before starting example, it would be very nice if you are telling your business model. I mean business. There are few good number of entrepreneurs. One.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Sir, I took a product of concrete block, sir.
Okay, very good, sir.
So key partners are the retailers.
Okay.
And key activities is marketing, transporting, and R&D, sir. In that particular one.
Okay.
Sir,
can you come from the first building block, sir? Customer segment, followed by value proposition, relationship. Can you come like that, sir?
Okay, sir. So key partners are retailers.
Okay.
And key activities, marketing and R&D.
Okay.
Value propositioning is finishing and the proportion, mixed proportion.
Whatever they are mixing. Okay, fine.
So customer relationship, it will be continuous. And so customer segment is again the same blocks only, sir. Then cost, that is marketing, R&D, manufacturing, transporting. Those things, sir.
Revenue streams?
Sir?
Revenue streams, sir?
Revenue streams, so related to a different compositions, different size, different compositions.
Okay. Okay. I need to give applause for Naveen, sir. So it's a great thing, sir, of participating. If you want to become a successful entrepreneur, so if you follow this business model, I guess you will be not having you don't have to look back. Fine. So let me start with the examples. So there are few different examples. Don't mind, I'm taking lemonade. Refreshing lemonade to joggers at public parks. As you all know, in the pandemic situation, lemons are rich in vitamin C. According to me, as per my knowledge, that is so important. Okay, instead of taking vitamin C tablets, so you can have lemon juice. So as per some doctors, okay, we'll see what are the key. Okay, what are the key things? What are the business building model for lemonades? Lemonade stand refreshing for the joggers. Okay, so you can see the first customer segment. So you can have a look. The customer segment. Who is the customer segment? Park visitors. What did I say? Refreshing lemonade to joggers at public parks. Correct? Public parks. Who is the public park? Park visitors is my customer segment. Correct? Next. What is the value proportion? Cold. It should be having cold, tasty, and natural. Correct? What are the channels? Booth sale or in website also, but proper channel is booth sale. I can have a 4x4 booth, 4x4 booth kind of, then I can sell. Relationship, it's purely personal, one-to-one. So what are the key resources? So key resources, ingredients, sales people, booth and equipment. I have told you key resources is Ingredients. What are the ingredients? Lemon I need, sugar I need. I don't know much about cooking and all, but Nirmala ma'am, you can help me out. Lemon, juice, and water, ice. That is more than enough. Swapna ma'am also you can help me. Fine. So apart from serious what? It is a kind of a serious interaction. I don't know. I should have a lively interaction, but audience have taken some serious interaction. I don't know why. Okay, fine. So ingredients and the sales people. Okay. So I am making that as a key resource, and the booth and equipment. See, nobody will be knowing where the juice is being given. If you are giving free of cost, people will come find you easily. But if you are not giving for free of cost, people should notice you. For that noticing, booth is very important, right? Correct? To make cold one, equipment is very important. Then what are the revenue streams? Revenue streams, tips, lemonade sales. Okay, revenue streams. So say for example, if it is for 10 rupees, customer will have 10 lemonades. Okay, then he'll give 10 rupees, nine lemonades and 10 rupees as a tips. Okay, leave. Happiness. That is the revenue streams. Okay, then what is the key activities? Making the lemonade, marketing and selling. That is the key activities. Very simple, right? Then what was the key partners? Municipalities, police, and park in charges, corporators. That is municipality. It comes under municipalities. Cost structure. How we are calculating the cost structure? What is the cost for ingredients? What is the cost for equipment? What is the cost for salary or the commission to the manpower? What is the cost for advertisement? That is the flyer means advertisement. Okay. So it is not a cost of one lemonade juice. It's not a cost of one lemonade. Daily, if you are selling 100 lemonades, divided by ingredients, equipments, salaries, flyers. Correct? Okay. Shall we have a assessment? Now we have seen the lemonade stand, refreshing lemonade. What are the business model for this? Shall we have a same business model? Okay, same kind of a business model. Can you note down for the Skype? Skype. What is all Skype? What is all basically Skype? Before WhatsApp, before your any video calling, social messaging app, Skype was there. It was, what is this? VoIP calls, voice over internet. Okay, it is an affordable VoIP calls for the Skype to run a business named as a Skype. Okay, what are the business mod involved in this? Okay, you can take this as a reference. I'll just give 3 minutes of time. Okay, now it is 6:26, 6:29. I'll be just asking. See, if you are doing the task, whatever I'm doing, I'm not telling here. I'm not telling any rocket science here. Okay, I'm not telling the proportionality. I am not telling the angle. I'm not telling the deviation. I'm not the propellants. I'm not talking about that. Simple and ethic based business model. I'm just talking about. If you want to become an entrepreneur, see, this will be helpful for you also, for me also, for him also, for her also, everyone. Okay, so it's a simple task. Now, can you start with the Skype model? I'll just give 3 minutes of time. 6:26 now, 6:29. I'll just wind up. I don't know how many of you are doing this. Those who are doing, they'll be definitely get benefited if you want to become entrepreneurs. See, there is no question of wrong things, right things. We are not what everyone is not having everyone not like here we are not a master kids, like we are learners, right? Yes, make mistake. Okay, what is the customer segment? What is the relationship? What is the value proposition for the Skype? Yes, I think now in this pandemic situation, I am taking a business as a voice over the internet. Okay, voice based business. If I do that business, yes, I'm the richest person because from past 1.5 years, we are at home, students are at home. Now also Teams is helping me out to deliver my knowledge to all the students and the faculties, to share all the knowledge. Correct? So this is the platform. If I think want to start this platform as my business, what is my customer segment? What is my relationship? What is my value proposition? What is my key partners? What is my cost structure? What is my revenue streams? What is my key resources? What is my key activities? Correct? Think. One more minute. One more last minute. Definitely, I'll show you the business model for Skype. Maybe I may be wrong. You may be correct. You may be exactly correct. My perception is different from your perception. Let's see what is your business model for the Skype. What is my business model for my Skype? Okay. So last minute. Okay, shall we discuss about the key business model for Skype? Shall we discuss?
Yes,
Anyone?
sir.
Any individual? Good name?
The customer segment, the people who uses it.
Your good name, ma'am? Arshita, right? Okay.
Harshita, sir.
Yeah. Who are the key customer segment?
Like the people
Okay.
who
People who
uses
are
it.
using. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Good.
Relationship is personal.
Okay.
Value proportion is quality of audio.
Okay.
Resources good internet like mobile and like with a good speaker and microphone. Key
Very good.
activities,
Excellent.
key activities is marketing, like the sales and all. Partners, like I'm not sure, sir. I consider it as a people.
Book. Okay.
Sir,
Not a problem. Your perception is totally different, ma'am. Your perception is, see, actually, we need to take this business model canvas workshop in the live classroom with this activity. See, I need to make see, business model canvas can be made we can make a great lecture. I mean, the thing is, we can make a teams and we can ask any business model of their own wish and ask them to write the customer segment, relationship, value proposition, and we can make business partners as live business. We can run it. Okay. Yes. Tell me, man. What is the cost structure?
cost structure, sales, and the equipment like the phone and all internet connections. Those will come. Revenue system, I'm not aware of it, sir. Like I'm not
Okay.
getting.
Okay, fine. Fine. Excellent, Arshita. A round of applause for Arshita.
Thank
Sir.
you, sir.
A great try. Yeah. Tell me, sir.
Sir, based on views, we can get the revenue, sir.
Chandu. Okay. Tell me, sir. Based on?
Based on the views and the number of users, sir.
Okay. Number of users or revenue streams. So you're talking about the revenue streams. Okay.
Yes,
Excellent.
Sir,
Okay.
key
Good,
resources
Chandu.
can be, sir, key resources can be done with video quality content, sir.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good try. Next. Any other answer? Chandu, a round of applause for you also. Good. Next. Any others? Any other wants to try? Okay. I'll just now, I just will go with the, see, you can see the Skype business model. What is the first customer segment? Web users globally. Actually, the people who want to call phones, say for example, my friend is in US. Me and you, US friend wants to call, wants to get connected. So those who are very much needed, web users globally. Then relationship, mass customers. Then the channels, either phone or like Skype.com website or the application, mobile application. What is the value proposition? Is it free internet and video calling, cheap cost to phones? Correct? Free internet and video calling. See, if it is having, if it is not a free, then people will not use your business model. You should use the internet, but the free internet and video calling you need to provide. Then what is the revenue stream? Skype got prepaid subscription and hardware sales. Okay, so what are the hardware equipments you have told? Ashita, you have told some hardware equipments, right? Hardware sales. Those are the revenue streams. Say for example, if I'm creating one Skype application, yes, obviously I know if you want to install my application, you need some hardware. Even I'll just sell that hardware component. Webcam I will sell. Okay. Connectivity for my webcam. I can make it as, yes, this webcam only will be compatible with the Skype. If I am the only ruler of the market, I can say like that. I am not the ruler. There are many voice over internet calling facilities there. I can't do that. Do like that. I'm just giving an example. Then the key resources, software developers and the software. Correct. Software developers is a key resources, right? They are developing. Say they are using any mode of development. Anything they are using for the development, but the software developers are the key resources, right? Payment providers, distribution partners, telecom partners to get connected with over the internet, service providers. Then what is the cost structure? Software development and the complaint management. See, one of the other things you will be getting complaints. Sir, my Skype ID is not working. Customer relationship manager to resolve that. Okay. Maintenance, development. Development is equivalent to the maintenance. Development cost or the development phase is equivalent to the maintenance. If you are not maintaining, if you are not developing also, it is useless. If you are not maintaining also, it is useless. Correct? Okay. So I'll just give you a task of Flickr and Gillette as an assignment. Okay. Photo sharing online, Flickr. Gillette is smooth shave for men and women. Okay. So this is your class assignment. Clear? Not a class assignment. It is an assignment. out of your workshop. Okay, so actually we need to conduct a group workshop like this. So there are different people, man. See, I'm say for example, one individual is master in administration. Okay, he know how to tackle the manpower. He know how to tackle the resources. He know how to tackle the vendors. He know how to tackle the customers. But he is not good at development. One individual is very good at development, but he doesn't know how to tackle the customers. He doesn't know how to tackle the vendors. He is not good at marketing. Okay, your business model should be having a teamwork. You can't, a single entrepreneur cannot tell, yes, I am a successful entrepreneur without any team. It is highly impossible. Correct? Okay. This group workshop, you need to assemble in teams. So as I told you in the last minute, so business model canvas should work. I mean, I need to take a live, see if I'm given an opportunity to take a live interaction after this pandemic situation also, I'll be just taking those who are interested. I just wanted to take this live interaction in the college. Assembled in the teams, create a canvas, write a keywords on sticky notes, place the sticky notes on the canvas and present your canvas. You are creating your own business model. Yes, sir. If it is there, if it is, this is there, then I'll be very successful. If it is not there, I'm not successful. If it is key resources is this for my business model, yes, I'll be successful. If I'm not having this as a key resources, I'll be not a successful entrepreneur. So you need to have a group team and you need to create your canvas and you need to present your canvas. Okay. So how to create a canvas for your enterprise project? It's up to you. I have just guided few 9 building blocks. You need to create your own canvas for your business entrepreneurship. Say for example, if I am taking a franchisee of McDonald's, if I am taking a franchisee of Domino's Pizza, if I am taking a franchisee of Apple Store. So I need to create a own canvas of my enterprise project by keeping all the building blocks, key points. Correct? Then not only building a canvas, not only creating a canvas is important for the enterprise project. That is much more important. Presentation is much more important than the building. Presentation is very important. See, whatever the thing you are thinking, that is not presentable to audience. Yes. Say you are thinking something. I'm from the beginning. I'm just asking. There are few entrepreneurs. There are few what can I say? They wish to become entrepreneur, but they don't want to present. They don't want to present themselves as an entrepreneur. They don't want to present their business model. Close impact, in a room, we can't start a business. Business is an interchange or exchange of a money, flow of a money, either profit or loss. There should be a flow of money. For flow of money, who is important? Customers. The main key point of any business model is the customer, is the individual. If you are not presenting to those individuals, then your business is a flop story. Correct? Then after presentation, you need to have a discussion. See, one more thing, one more point I just wanted to add on this. Presentation is not only in front of your customers, in front of your employees also. Yes, I'm doing this. Is that a right way? those individuals are called as a good administrator and a good entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur. Those who are expecting the changes, those who are expecting a revolutionary in their business, they need to listen to each and every employee. I mean, each and every employee suggestion. Even if it is a bad, negative, say there are some negative impacts, employees, and positive impacts, employees, positive suggestion, negative suggestion. There is a lot of, but you need to be a good listener. You need to present it well in front of your employees. Then you need to act as a good listener. Then only you can become a good entrepreneur. Then after presenting, you need to have some discussion. You need to have some discussion to become a successful entrepreneur. If you are not discussing with your teammates, yes, you are building everything, you are writing everything, you are building, you are creating your own canvas, yes, you are presenting. Then if you are not discussing, what if in case X is implemented? What if is in case Y is implemented? What if in case Z is implemented? If you are not asking, if you are not discussing, then you can't create a successful business model. Correct? So what's beyond the canvas? What is beyond the canvas? What is beyond the building model canvas? You need to validate your model assumptions with customers until you get it right. There are few entrepreneurs who is strictly following the business model canvas, who is strictly following the business model canvas. They are few failed entrepreneurs. Because from whom you are getting bread and butter? You are getting the bread and butter from your customer. If you are not validating your model assumptions with your customers, then it's of no use. You need to validate your model. You have created some model. See, you have created one lemon juice. You have created one lemon juice by keeping all the aspects, key points, key resources, cost revenue, cost generation, revenues, blah, 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 everything. Okay, you have created a canvas. Okay, if you are not validating your assumption model with your customer, say for example, you need to take some feedback, you need to improvise some things. If you are not validating with your right customer, you are not preparing a right business model. So you need to validate your model assumption with the customers until you get it right. Is it clear? This is a business plan. So this is somewhat beyond the business model canvas, wherein you will be having financial spreadsheets, environment analysis, implementation roadmap, SWOT and uncertainty analysis. Okay, so there is one book also on this business model, Handbook, business model generation. If you want to become an entrepreneur, so you can refer this business model generation book written by Alexander, co-created by practitioners and designed by Alan Smith. So I have given the URL businessmodelgeneration.com. So this is your business model. So anything you just wanted to ask me, you are always welcome with respect to the business model. Any queries?
Good afternoon. Good evening, sir. This is Dr. Ajata Satru Samal.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I want to ask two questions. Sir, how a caselet, suppose you are telling the business model, how a caselet can be utilized in business model? Okay, one question.
How
a caselet case study can be utilized in the business model, sir?
how a case study will become a successful become a successful business model.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, actual case study you have to take the certain scenario based on the business model, because business model we need to do.
Sir, actually, yeah, I got to your point, sir. How these case studies are good for a business model and will become a successful business model. That is your question. How effective are the case studies? Sir,
Yes,
actually, the case studies are marketing samples.
Yes, sir.
Businesses use them to show how their product and how their service has been implemented successfully.
Okay.
Instead of simply talking about the product.
Sir, can I give the input? See, in general, the case studies are report prepared on a particular business process which is happening.
Yes,
see, generally the people will be visiting some place and they will be inspecting and they will be preparing detailed report on the business process it is happening in one particular industry. So once we are having that particular report, then we can implement either directly inheriting that particular business process, or we can override some of the functionalities. If we are overriding the functionalities, then it becomes a new case study for them. But when you want to use that same the replica of that already available in the report, then you can use that, because there are something that especially this multi-level marketing which is adapted across various agencies, it is one successful business model according to them. And similarly, the franchise model, it's also one particular case study, and that has been also implemented by many of the organization. So these are all successful business models which have evolved from, probably you can say, the initial instantiation started from the case studies only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir, another one question, sir. Even I have, sir. In my mind, sir, because of my research work, also more business model I focus, sir. Sir, so we have doing a lot of business model in the market we are utilizing, but we have enough data for that particular business model. But how to test it, sir? How to say that my business, I have enough data, but how to say that my business model is more success in the market by using certain tool we can utilize, sir? Can you tell me certain new tool which can test my business model, which can be applicable? I can justify my business model. Yes, can be in a right direction, sir.
That's what, sir. In the end of the thing, you need to you are identifying the underlying assumptions, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you are telling you are building any falsifiable hypothesis or anything. You are choosing a test format. It is not a proper one. I mean, you need to have some discussion. You need to choose some test format. You need to develop some test setup. You need to execute the test, and you need to analyze the test results only with your customers.
Yes, sir.
Then only you will be updating the business model concept. Say, for example, in Flipkart e-commerce,
yes, sir,
there was not having any delivery options or nothing like that. So they have started with the e-cart logistics, and they have updated their business model. Then they come into the picturization of transit data information. They just wanted to show the transit data information also. Then they got the recognition, and they got more and more customers, and the customers started to believe those e-cart logistics. Then they have updated the business model concept. They have tested the results. They have analyzed the results. Then only they came up with a very good business model, sir. See, initially starting itself, from the assumption itself, you can't say, yes, I am having a very good business model. No individual can say, yes, I am having a very business model.
Yes,
it is not a formula. It is not an algorithm like that. See, business model it's basically based on customers only. Customer satisfaction, customers usage, customers analyze, customers feedback, everything. So whenever you are choosing a test format, you need to develop a test setup and execute the test, analyze the test results.
Yes, sir, you're right, sir. What is that I want that. What is the justification? We can say that it's a business model. You're telling customers everything. Okay, sir, I'm understanding. But I want to know what is the parameters we should think, because we need to
Sir,
give certain
that is based on your business model, sir. Say for example,
Yes,
if I'm taking any business model, say for example, my example itself, Lemonade example, if I'm taking as my business model, so I'll be considering the parameters such as taste, I'll be considering the parameters of quality, hygiene,
yes,
quantity, and the cost behind that.
Yeah.
So everything I am just updating my business model. Then I'm just giving it. See, straight away, I'm not telling that yes, it is a successful business model concept. Even though any business model will be having some drawbacks. We need to update and update based on the customer feedback and the customer satisfaction. Then only we'll be having a successful updated business model concept, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you
so much, sir. Thank you so much for asking me and making me to get knowledge about that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Even thank you, Principal, sir, for giving ideas, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other thing?
Dear participants, if you have got any questions or if you need any clarifications regarding the session, you can ask.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
sir, you can ask in Kannada also. You can ask your regional language also. I don't mind, but your question should be put up, and you must get the solution. That's all. You don't fear or don't hesitate. You can ask in any regional language. Chandu J.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ask your question.
Sir, in defense sector, how can it be done, sir?
Different sector. I didn't get you. I didn't get your point. In a different.
Sir, in defense sector, sir.
Different sectors. What we need to do?
Sir, in product thing, sir.
I didn't get you. You can ask in your regional language also. If you want to ask in Kannada also, you can ask me. Different sectors or different. What you are supposed to ask? I don't know.
Sir, defense. I think it is defense. Armed forces, no.
Yes, sir.
I think he's asking in the defense sector. There is a
defense sector. Okay, sorry, my dear. I didn't get you. I thought it is different sector, different sectors. Are you asking about defense sectors?
Yes, sir.
Okay, defense sectors. Are you? Do you want to do a business there, or do you want to? Okay, what kind of a business you want to do?
Sir, in supplying telecommunications equipment, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, in telecommunications equipment, sir.
Telecommunication equipment.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, you can provide some useful thing for the defense project. I mean, say for example, you can give some drones, self-analyzing drones. You can give them as a as a product. You can give them. It is very useful for them. And miniature, like a small drones also, it is very useful.
Yes, sir.
You can start business like that.
When if you want to supply to defense, okay, there are many things it is to be considered. The communication, when you are going for communication devices, there are a number of communication devices that are available, short range, there is a long range, all those things. In current scenario, yes, there is a when the people want to communicate between each other, okay, especially when it comes to defense, there are encrypted signals that they will be using, okay. So especially when you are in the forest, for example, most of the time you will not have the basic infrastructure that we will be having in the urban places or in rural areas. You will be having infrastructure for your communication. So most of the defense communication system, it will be infrastructureless. So once you have some infrastructureless, how it can be communicated, there is one way. Suppose if we are using the satellite based communication, what range and what type of device that you need to use, what type of antennas that you need to use. So those things and all, it is currently there are a good number of suppliers that they are available. You can read their there is a working models how they are currently being working, and they are supplying it to the defense. And is there any opportunity that is available for a new person to enter into that? So if you are going as a startup, okay, knowing what is that is happening in the defense and the basic domain related to defense, all those things, you can enter. So for your information, recently AICT have launched a new particular course in BTech called Defense Technology. So that includes all these aspects also. Whatever that you are thinking, how to go for a startup with that can support, especially with the communication system. These things are available there. Okay, and that is something, a course, but still, okay, when you are going for a startup or when you start an enterprise or when you want to do a business with defense, these are certain things that you need to consider. And there are a good number of agencies who will be supporting you to start up with that, because you act as a secondary agency where you could be initially starting to support them by providing the raw materials. Later you can go and go with your idea in manufacturing those systems which are required for them.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Guru Prasad sir. This is Punlik from CS. Sir.
Tell me,
sir. This is audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah. Sir, actually, the idea, suppose if I start the tissue paper business, the outside the market, suppose if they are selling the tissue paper that is per single 50 paise, we can assume that. So if I start the tissue paper business, then how to optimize the cost compared to the other business? So is it I need to purchase the raw materials or I need to, so how to optimize the cost compared to the other business, and I need to make my business the more compared to others. So what for optimization process, what I should do, sir?
Yes, sir. Sir, there are few parameters. See, as per my knowledge, there are few parameters like market potentials of any tissue paper, which tissue paper you are going, or facial tissue paper, or a tissue napkins, or a paper towels. So which exactly you are going for?
Sir, I mean, I'll interrupt 1 minute. Sir, I'm just taking the tissue paper business, just an example, like all the product, how to optimize compared to the other business. They're already running the existing, many are there, but how I need to optimize my the cost of the tissue paper. I'm just taking the example for the tissue paper. So whatever it is, the products.
You are asking for optimizing, sir. So that is a strategic question. You can use your own strategic question, strategic method to optimize that this thing, sir. What I'm not I just wanted to think of that to optimize the business. I mean, optimize the cost of that.
The cost optimization, it depends upon the various factor. See, suppose you are going to get the tissue paper, okay? So you are going to manufacture any component. Okay, first you need to just see what is if you want to reduce the cost in your area, what is the raw material that is available so that the transportation charge can be reduced. See, most of the time, what is happening, you need to include transportation cost in the particular raw material in which you are going to use it. So for example, you assume that there is no nearby any pulp industry which can supply you the pulp. It could be any pulp, okay? So that it is difficult for you to manufacture your any product at cheaper cost. So that is why the region-based development that is mainly what you call that has been generally recommended. So otherwise, what will be happening? Suppose if I am having a mango juice factory where I don't have mango growers nearby, then most of the amount that I spent in the transport itself. So this is one consideration that you need to do for any thing. So the raw material availability is very, very important. Second thing, okay, see, when we are establishing the industry, we should be very clear who are all the competitors and from where they are supplying, what is their transportation charge. So suppose if we are manufacturing in this particular place the same product, what is the sales quantity that we can do? So there are many factors that are involved. See, these are the two factors which is very much essential to decide to start a particular product, to select a particular product that is to be manufactured. And second thing, after making that particular product, you need to include the transport charge to sell that particular product in multiple locations. So how you are going to do it? Because you can just see in the packets itself, if this particular product is sold within one particular state, it is this cost. If it is the same product, it is sold in other place, it is sold in a different cost. So all these things that we decide. For example, if you take the basmati India Gate rice in others after your Madhya Pradesh, okay, the cost will be a bit high. From Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, if you take towards north, all these long rices are a bit cheaper. You will be able to get these rices relatively cheaper. That will be equivalent to probably 1/5 of the actual cost that you are going to do it here. Okay, so that is how we will need it fixed. So I am just given one particular commodity, for example, why this transport is important and why this particular availability of that raw material in the nearby place is important. So this is one particular factor, and there are many things that you need to include. See, when you are fixing a cost, you are not just going to get the profit from that. It is not only the profit component. Apart from that, for the future investment, there is the future business development also. What are the things that are required? That is also should be there, sir. So these are certain things that we will be there so that you can use it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. I got it.
That is own strategic plans. Yeah, thank you, sir.
So
Thank you so much.
I understood from the principal, sir. So regionally, whatever the available, the resources are there. So we need to start. So then we can do the optimization of the cost for that particular region area. So that is, yes, sir, I got it. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Guru Prasad, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Any other questions, participants? They are open to ask. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving a wonderful session, and it was a very interactive session. And with real-time examples, you have clearly explained us the 9 different blocks which are required to establish a business model. Thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I just wanted to thank for giving a proper definition for the audience, much more clarity than me. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. I also thank our respected principal, sir, for giving valuable inputs during the session. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now I would request Professor Swapna CH, madam, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Revna, sir. Appreciation can change a day, even change a life. Your willingness to put it into words is all that is necessary. With this quote, I would like to express hearty gratitude to the resource person, Mr. Guru Prasad Vaike, sir, who is IIC ambassador, and like your session was so interactive. Like we really enjoyed, sir. Thank you so much. I also acknowledge management and CED sir, Dr. M. Shashidhar Muniappa sir, for his support in making our event successful. I would also like to thank our principal, Dr. Nageshwar Gupta sir, for his constant support and guidance in all aspects. I would like to thank all the HODs and faculty of various departments for their presence. I would also like to thank all the coordinators for their consistent work to bring this event to light. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the participants from various colleges who had invested their valuable time and for listening patiently. Lastly, I thank all the IAC coordinators for giving me this opportunity to propose out of thanks. Once again, I thank everyone. Thank you, Sir Revna, sir. Over to you, Sir Revna, sir.
Thank you, madam. Now, I would request all the participants to give your valuable feedback for the event. I'll just post the feedback link in the chat box.
Excuse me, sir. Chat box is not enabled actually.
No, madam. It is enabled for me. Otherwise, I'll do one thing. I'll present the thing.
Yeah, share the feedback in the screen share itself, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, can you make me as a presenter, ma'am? Swapna, ma'am.
Swapna, ma'am.
Please make me as presenter. Swapna, madam. Swapna, madam.
Sir Revna, sir, tell me, sir.
Ma'am, can you make me as presenter, madam?
Yes, sir, I'll make you as presenter. 1 second, sir.
Sir, I think that for even to access the chat box, madam need to enable some more options also. I hope so.
Yes, sir.
Because it is not visible to all the participants.
Yes, sir. Actually, I have posted here. Maybe madam has to do the settings.
Sir Revna, sir, I have made you.
Sir, have you started the presentation, sir? There. Now I'm getting, sir. I'm getting, madam. I'll present it. So I have presented the link for sharing the feedback. Kindly note and please share the feedback. I request all the participants to share your valuable feedback on the event.
Sir, are you able to see it now, sir? Revna, sir, is the chat box? Can you see the chat box now?
I'll post it chat box once again, madam. Let's see if it's accessible. Dear partner, you can note the link for sharing the feedback to the presentation as well. Here I presented that link.
Sir, you are able to access the chat box now, right, sir? Right, sir?
Any participants, please, can you give a reply on this?
No, sir.
You're not able to see the chat box, ma?
Please.
No, sir. No, sir.
Chat box is still not enabled, ma?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'll just check.
No problem. We'll type this link and we'll give.
Okay, sir. No problem. But anyway, I just want to check that feature.
But it is not enable this chat box.
Yeah, sir. I'll check that, sir, later.
I'll wait for another 10-20 seconds. If the URL not copied, please copy and share that web. So I hope everyone copied the feedback link. So with we'll end the session. I thank once again to all the participants and Professor Guru Prasad sir and also the respected principal for your active participation in the event. Thank you one and all.
Revna sir, shall I end the meeting?
Shall we end the session? Yes, madam.
Thank you all for patient hearing and participating in the event. I think we can conclude the session, ma.
Okay, ma'am. I'm ending the meeting, ma'am.
Yeah, please stop the recording and you can end the meeting.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you all. Thank you all once again.